On this episode, we wrap up the end of 2015 with a bunch of questions.
This is the 8E8 Dental Marketing Show with your host, Joshua Scott.
Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 8E8 Dental Marketing Show. This is the internet's only dental show that's answering marketing's most important questions. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode 39, a very special holiday edition as we are getting close to Christmas, and it's the last episode of the year. 2015 wrapping it up, and man, gosh, it feels like it's been a great year. We've had a ton of fun. I think my original goal was to try to get 50 of these episodes in, and we started a little late. I want to say it was like February 1st, and we kind of missed some weeks here and there that I wasn't planning on, but man, 39 episodes. Whether you've watched one or watched all of them, thank you so much for being a part of it. I hope that it's made your marketing life easier and kind of given you some valuable information to structure your marketing programs and your strategies and all that. So, man, wrapping up the end of the year, this is also the last week for me. December 18th, this Friday, kind of finishing things up, last set of meetings, projects, just wrapping up, and it's going to disconnect for the next 2 weeks. So this really from the start of November to December 18th, man, it was just packed. And the end of the year is like that, just getting in meetings and getting everybody's budgets and plans all set for next year. And so I got the end in mind. I'm going to disconnect a little bit, enjoy the holiday season with my family and friends, and then we'll get ready for 2016. So lots of exciting stuff there. I mean, man, we just hired a few people and relocating some office space. So we got a bunch of fun things in store, and I'm really excited about some of the changes and things we're going to bring to the show next year. So stay tuned for 2016. And man, that's it. Rocking the Christmas tree, bringing the red sweater, just bringing some Christmas cheer to the show. And man, that's it. One more thing before we get into some questions. The featured article of the month, you'll find that link down below. It's the future of search. And the second half of this year, man, we saw a few slight changes in Google that are leading or implying some big changes down the road for search and for SEO. And so I would stay on top of that, read that article, check out my predictions, kind of see where things are going. The quicker you understand that, man, the better you can position yourself and take advantage of it. So with that said, let's get into some questions. I got a bunch of them, 5 questions, the most ever, just wrapping things up here and fitting a bunch in for this episode. Here we go.
Our first question is from Brenden. What is one inexpensive marketing method that can greatly benefit a dental practice?
Brenden, yeah, gosh, man, there's a few of them. Patient referrals, patient reviews, Facebook marketing. All 3 of those really inexpensive, cost you a few $100 to maybe just a few thousand, and will get you really, really good returns.
Number 2, Food, Folks, and Guns says, I enjoy your videos, but the intros seem to be getting longer and longer.
Food, Folks, and Guns. Hey, you're right, and I appreciate you keeping it real. I think it was episode 37 you were talking about, and yeah, man, that intro was like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So thank you for calling me out on that. You'll notice today's intro, even with all the Christmas cheer, was significantly shorter, and we'll do better next year. If not, let me know.
Dr. Hirsch with question number 3. Is it ever appropriate to compensate patients for reviews?
Dr. Hirsch, the simple answer there is no. It's no. It's never okay to compensate patients For reviews, you cannot say, leave me a review and I'll give you $25. That is explicitly defined in the terms for each of those services, Yelp, Google, Health Grades, whatever. So no, you can't. All you can do is ask for reviews. And even with that, Yelp doesn't allow you to ask. They don't want you to ask for reviews. So I know it gets complicated.
Question number 4 from Dr. Jenkins. Is social media really worth the investment?
Wow. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's 2015. We're about that time where I know we're still going to get questions about this probably for the next few years, but we're starting to get to the point where I'm seeing most people tip. And you know what? It's just go back and watch every other episode from this year, and I swear we've probably talked about this on every single episode, but man, it's here. If you are waiting and watching social media still, you're getting left behind, and that's just the truth of it. They're projecting Instagram to have more ad revenue than Facebook and Google put together. So here's the new kid on the block, right? Instagram, whose ad platform just launched in this past fall, and they're already saying that's going to be the biggest marketing platform. Put Google and Facebook together and it's still bigger. And so if you're still not getting it, man, it's like watch a 13-year-old girl when she comes home from school and goes up to her room and lays on her bed with her phone and watch what she does. She's on Instagram and Snapchat. And so fast forward that 5 years or 10 years, and now she has a career and money and buying power. And that's where all the attention is going to be. And so that's where it's going. It's moving quickly. And with I feel like every 3 to 6 month period of time, it's quicker and quicker and quicker. I had this really interesting experience this weekend with a group of 2nd and 3rd grade boys, a small group of them, and just watching them talk about YouTube channels was fascinating because these boys, they don't know NBC and CBS and ABC. They know RC Pro's YouTube channel. And so they talk about those channels like they would NBC or whatever. And so, man, that is where it's at. Where there's attention, that's where you market. And so, man, social media, it's here. I don't know what else to say to try to prove it to you. I would encourage you to jump on it and just go with it for 2016.
And question number 5 comes from Molly. Is television marketing for a dental practice effective?
Molly, I still get this question sometimes, and it's usually from more kind of rural, small town areas because the thinking is maybe it costs less to get involved in television in those areas versus larger cities. But here's what's interesting about television, right? It's the only place right now where attention is decreasing, but ad revenue is increasing. And so the reason why that's happening is live television, like sporting events, season finales, reality shows. And so the ad budgets are going way up there, but the rest of the programming, attention is decreasing because of DVR and fast forwarding through commercials and shows on demand. And so, it's for a local business, television just doesn't make sense. Because if you can get it to fit your budget, you're in the space where attention is decreasing. And to get in the space of live television, man, you're just not going to have the budget for it. That's why the people you see advertising for live sporting events, it's national companies, it's national brands and chains that have that type of ad budget to support it. And honestly, at that level, it's still a good investment. But for a local business, it could literally be revenue from your entire year to get in that space. And I just don't see that being a good payoff. So all in all, I don't see television really ever being a good choice at this point for a local business. So hope that helps. Guys, episode 39 is done. End of the year, 2015 is done. Look, thanks so much for being a part of the show this year. Whether you watched one episode or you've seen them all, I sincerely appreciate you. I hope that we've helped create some value and given you some valuable information to build and grow your practices, your businesses. I know so many of our clients had their best year ever. And so that is my wish for you next year. Success, prosperity, all those things. But you know what? More than that is to make the biggest change of all, which is to free your mind of the limitations of small success. And I know that may sound a little out there and a little zen and maybe deep, but seriously, as you think about 2016, I have found that the thing that limits me the most is the limitations of small success and small thinking. And so my wish to you for 2016 is escape that. Think big, dream big, go after it, and be amazing, be remarkable in 2016. And man, I wish you the best. So with that in mind, closing down 2015, it's been a really good year. I'm excited about some of the changes next year, and I hope that you'll come along for the ride. Guys, I'll catch you in 2016.